Hello Virgo, and welcome to your January 2023 astrology forecast. This video is for Sun, Moon and Rising Virgo. Your sun sign is what motivates you, your moon sign is more your emotional world, and your rising is your external world. So do watch your sun, moon and rising for January. Now January. For you, it starts off, well, for all of us collectively, but for you, it's a bit more intense and frustrating and aggravating the first parts of January, which is until the 18th, where you can feel things are stuck and stagnant, like you're not moving along. You might feel like you're not moving the direction you want to move in. When it comes to your career, it can be frustrating about changes maybe you want to make. And Mercury is also retrograde. Mars and Mercury are both retrograde at that time. And especially when it comes to joy and happiness for you, it can be very frustrating. Like you're not finding that happiness, you're not finding joy within your life. That part, the early part, is about, connecting to things that previously brought you joy. Looking at what is no longer serving you joy or making you feel passionate about, and what you need to let go of, basically. Mercury retrogrades are revealing, and Mercury is your ruler, so it impacts you in a major way. Miscommunication, misunderstandings, which lead to conflict, happen during a Mercury retrograde. It's also a time where we get to understand how people feel as the truth becomes more apparent during a retrograde. So be prepared for that. It doesn't mean that January won't be a beautiful month. It just depends on how you handle and accept the insights that come through for you during that time. So be gentle with yourself. And Mars is retrograde in the sign of Gemini, which is a mutable sign, which makes this Mercury retrograde a bit more impactful because Mars is retrograde in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is retrograde, and your ruler is Mercury. So you might be feeling like, oh, I feel run down. I feel confused. I feel like, delays happen, and you can feel frustrated. Be gentle with yourself. Jupiter, towards the end of 2022 in December, moved into your 8th house. It was there earlier in 2022, but now it will stay in your 8th house until May. And this is great for finances and money and investments. So think about where you're investing your money. How can you work your money better for you? This is all about, when it comes to the 8th house, especially Jupiter, it offers us luck, opportunity, and growth. And the 8th house is money that you receive. It can be taxes, it can be loans, it can be anything that you were working towards that now you can receive that payout of. And it's really asking you to look at those things. How can you grow those things within your life? Another important thing to note, because of the retrogrades early in January, look at all the information that you receive before you sign any contracts. Very important. Now, on the 3rd, we'll have Venus moving into the 6th house. This is great for your routine, and your health as a whole. You'll be thinking about how can you better take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. You'll be feeling like you need to get more organized. It's also great for work opportunities, but it's all about better management of your routine in order to allow for those opportunities to happen. Then on the 6th, we have a full moon in this 11th house, and this is where you'll be coming to a point. Full moons are coming to a head. They shine the light. It's what we are complete with and done with. Sometimes the completion is good, like the end of a work project, and we're like, yippee. And sometimes it's the completion of our connections, and this is happening in your 11th house of connections, of social circles, friendships, the people that you connect to. And you might be feeling like certain connections are what you no longer wish to be a part of, and that's okay. You're right. So you'll be spending that time thinking about what connections that you need to let go of within your life, especially within your friendships, social circles, any circles that you join, groups that you join. You were thinking like, okay, maybe I want to disconnect with this group. Go for it. On the 12th, Mars goes direct, and this is great. So when Mars is retrograde from October of last year, you were reconsidering your career. You might have come across career challenges. You might have found conflict with work colleagues, authority figures, also your reputation. So say if you're not in a career field or you're not working, this affects your reputation. It's how people also see you. They'll just be coming at you with how they perceive you and give you all this input. So now that Mars is direct, You now can take action. You can feel motivated about the changes you want to make to your career and the changes that you feel that will enhance your reputation as a person. On the 18th, Mercury will go direct in the 5th house, and all of a sudden you are now aware and we're reconsidering what brings you joy, what makes you happy, and also your romantic life was also impacted by the Mercury retrograde. So now that Mercury is direct, what changes do you want to make to bring in joy, happiness, and love and romance into your life, and a little bit more of fun? On the 20th, the sun will move into the 6th house, 21st, new moon in the 6th house. This is all about getting organized, your routine, what new changes you want to make to your routine, what healthy habits do you want to bring into your life? How are you feeling mentally, emotionally, physically, health-wise, and how can you enhance that? That's a new beginning, and it's also a new beginning for your work. On the 22nd, Uranus goes direct in the 9th house. And this is where you probably, with the retrograde, were thinking about what were you learning, right? What were you learning during that time? The 9th house is all about what are we learning, what wisdom are we gaining. And now that it's direct, it's bringing in this wisdom about philosophy and our sense of beliefs that we have, which is different to every individual. Now you'll be taking action. You can move along with those things. There's a lot of things that are disrupting your sense of belief with Uranus. Uranus is chaotic, and it's happening with your beliefs. So it's shifting your beliefs as a whole. It's been there for the past couple of years. So now it's really telling you, okay, it moved in 2018. So it's been there for quite a while. But now that it's direct, it's telling you what beliefs that are outdated need to be done with, and what new beliefs do you want to move towards. It's also good for travel, making trips, especially education is really good during that time. On the 27th, Venus will be moving into the 7th house of your one-on-one relationships, and this is really good to give you some harmony and some beautiful experiences with the people that you care about and people closest to you. Your one-on-one relationships, really good energy for that, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website's linked down below if you'd like a reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos, and comment how you experiencing your January. Thank you so much for watching.